Hi there, Benjamin here from GoldenWeb, where we help scale Shopify brands through the power of SEO and organic traffic. And today I just want to quickly share this Shopify brand where we scale the organic traffic from 200 daily clicks all the way up to 1,758 daily clicks at the moment in just 14 months. So the core principle that I want to talk about today is the power of competitor analysis and the power of using specific SEO tools like Ahrefs or SEMRush or any of the other SEO tools out there to just uncover what your competitors are doing. So I would say that the first step to actually just diving into the competitors is obviously knowing who your competitors are. So I would start by just going around and checking out like the competitors that are ranking well or that are running the same type of ads as you in the same niche, obviously, and just picking out anywhere from 3 all the way up to 5 competitors that you really want to focus on. Make sure that you will only pick competitors that are either on the same level or on a higher level than you, because that's really going to allow you to focus on what matters and what works, because obviously it's working for them since they're on a high level. So after you have picked out those competitors, I would suggest just opening up your SEO tool of choice. Personally, I really like Ahrefs. It just works super well, and not to mention that I've been using it for so long now that I'm just super used to it. So either Ahrefs or SEMRush, any of those will work. Just jump into the site explorer and enter a specific competitor in here. So we do quite a bit of work in the nail polish industry, and just because of that, I will just use OP, which is one of the biggest players in the nail polish space. And after you enter that competitor into Ahrefs, what I would suggest doing is just looking down and scrolling down here to a section called top pages. In other tools, it might be called best performing pages or something like that, but the concept is pretty much the same. So you want to click on the top pages. And now that this has loaded, you can simply go through and just check out some of the top performing pages. Not only is this a great way to just come up with new potential products to sell. So for example, if you're only selling nail polish, you can see here that they are also selling like nail polish, so nail art, and like I noticed nail polish stickers as well, which is a good upsell or a cross sell. But that's just one of the opportunities. The main opportunity for SEO here is really looking at the blogs, right? So what kind of blogs and what kind of content are they producing that's working really well for them? So here we can see on line number 8, we can see that a blog on how to find the best nail shape for your hands is performing really well for them. They're getting about 6,670 clicks every single month to this page, which is obviously quite significant. And this just gives us an idea, okay, this might be something that we should try and rank for as well. And if you just continue going down, you will just see that there are more and more ideas that you can just replicate. So for example, you have summer 2021 nail art trends, which then gives you an idea. You can do summer, winter, fall, spring, all of the seasons every single year. And pretty much it just gives you a very good idea for the content. So what I would suggest doing here is just noting down all of the potential ideas, all of the potential content ideas that you might come up when you're researching through the competitors, and then simply repeat this process for all of the either 3 or the 5 competitors that you noted down beforehand. And at the end of that process, you should have a pretty solid list of all of the content ideas and all of the just articles that you can put together and rank well with. So after that's done, this is pretty much just the process of identifying a content angle, or the first step in putting together a content plan. To just give you an overview of how we would actually, how we typically go about putting all of this together, we just have a very simple 6-step process, which you can find on goldenweb.net. And I'll also be covering that in the future emails. But pretty much the process is, first off, running a full technical SEO audit, which covers about 285 different potential quick wins. And the whole point of the audit is just to optimize and to find all of the things that you do not have dialed in. It's pretty much like finding holes in a leaky bucket and then plugging in all of the holes to make sure that the water is not leaking. This is very important because it's going to give us a competitive edge because all the investment that we make into links and content is just going to perform better. So we start with the audit, then we move on to the implementations phase. In the implementations phase, the goal is to fix up all of the issues that we identify in the full audit itself, right? So everything from fixing up the on-page SEO, the off-page SEO, technical SEO, of course, and potentially also implementing some of the conversion rate optimization suggestions that we find in the full audit. Up next is something called keyword mapping. Keyword mapping is just the process of identifying the top pages that are focus pages, our focus keywords that are the biggest money makers for us. So that's the kind of the next process. After that, we go into content planning and keyword research, and this is where this comes in, right? So if I wanted to put together a content plan for, let's say, nail polish, I would just go through all of the pages that we have just listed out and see what keywords are just kind of repeated across all of those posts. So obviously nail and nails as well. So those two. And then if I just go into, just give this a second to load. If I just go into matching terms, if I click on include and then all the alternatives, right? So all the keyword variation, polish, polishes, color, colors. I'm just making it up right now, but lacquer. All of these, right? And you'll see these ones after you wrote out all of those posts, right? This is why I suggested that you start with that. And just based off of those 5, obviously there are a few competitors here, but you have about 336,000 keywords that you can go through. So the next step of our process is that we would just export literally every single one of these keywords. We would manually go through all of these. We would remove all the irrelevant, all of the competitor keywords and all of the keywords where we either cannot rank with a collection, where we cannot write an article and so on. We would then export all of these keywords and then enter them into a clustering tool. A clustering tool will group relevant keywords together into the same category, which pretty much just tells us, okay, all of these keywords in the same group need to be optimized on the same page, right? So instead of creating multiple pages for those keywords, we target all of those keywords with just a single page. After that, it's pretty simple. It's all about organizing these relevant articles into silos. So if a few articles have a similar subtopic, we will group them into a group of 10 articles. And then every single article in that same group will inner link to all of the other articles. So this is kind of our internal process for inner linking. After that, it's just a whole lot of publishing, writing. We try to publish as much as we can, as fast as we can. And at the same time, we also focus on high authority PR link building to just bump up the domain authority, to bump up the number of links going to the blogs, and of course the money pages as well, so that we can get that referral traffic going, and then also, of course, rank the actual client website. So if you're looking for more information, goldenweb.net would be the best place to find that. And if you have any kind of questions, feel free to reply to the email where you found this video, or just drop me an email at benjamin@goldenweb.net. Until next time, I wish you a good day.